I wish it would come down. Come down, bear.
They're missing the curtain call.
Yeah.
Today we are here at the Lamar Valley, and Dad woke us up at 4:30 to get up and go to see some wildlife in Yellowstone. Now, we saw some grizzly bears through the binoculars and saw bison. It's only 7 o'clock and Dad already got yelled at by Mom for driving too close to the bison. After our first buffalo sighting, we got caught up in a buffalo jam. There's so much buffalo in the road that no traffic could go anywhere. More buffalo came running up from behind us and made the buffalo jam even worse. I had my head sticking out the window when they came running by. Peyton screamed and jumped back. She said a buffalo licked her neck. But when I checked, she wasn't wet at all. That was so cool. Can we do it again?
They're sticking their tongues out.
Oh, this is so funny.
Okay. Hi, Bison. That one is humongous. I love it.
We're out here walking on the boardwalk at the West Thumb Geyser Basin. It runs right along Lake Yellowstone. And they say Lake Yellowstone has hot pockets down in the ground. And so in the winter, the lake might freeze by several feet, but the warm, hot water that comes out from the ground is thawing holes in the ice. And so the otters and other animals are able to get in during the winter and get their winter fish.
This is some demonstration of old people erupting. We're here with Old Faithful, the most predictable geyser in all of Yellowstone National Park. It just erupted and it was magnificent. It was beautiful. It was right on time. Orange and blue. It looks so cool. Today we're checking out the Porcelain Geyser Basin, which is part of the North Geyser Basin. My favorite parts were the bubbling pots and the hot colored water. My fact that I learned was the bluer the water, the hotter the temperature is. After the warm steam blows on you, it feels cold on your skin. My favorite part is the colors in the water. There's red, orange, green, and blue. I learned that the colors in the water are bacteria that can actually live in that really, really hot water. There are a lot of geysers and hot springs, but one of the coolest is Mammoth Hot Springs, and it's definitely worth seeing. There are so many terraces, pools, and colors. There are over 2 miles of boardwalks just to see them all. My favorite spring was the Canary Spring. It had a beautiful blue pool on top. It cascaded down a hillside with beautiful colors. What I learned at Mammoth Hot Springs was that it's always changing, so you never get the same view twice. The Grand Prismatic Spring is the largest hot spring in the United States and is located in Yellowstone's Midway Geyser Basin. The spring is approximately 370 feet across and 160 feet deep. The spring produces about 560 gallons of water per minute at 160 degrees. The Excelsior Geyser Crater is along the same boardwalk as the Grand Prismatic and would be a spectacular in its own right if it didn't have to share the stage with one and the only Grand Prismatic Spring. It did a good job warming up the crowd as an opening act on our way to see the headliner. The first thing that caught my eye when I arrived at the spring was how many people thought today was a good day to see the spring. Dad's plan for a private viewing came to a screeching halt when he realized hundreds of others must have changed their plans for the pleasure of viewing the spring alongside the Squire's family. The boardwalk is narrow and the foot traffic is very high. For the best time possible, make sure to bring large amounts of understanding, patience, and empathy. Oh, and don't forget your camera. The colors were spectacular. It's all worth it though. The Grand Prismatic was prismatic. We are going to see the artist paint pots. There are pools of bubbling mud that look like they're boiling. These are one of the must-see things in the park. We're at the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone. This area is called Artist Point. There's a beautiful waterfall, and there's even a teal stripe running down it. Prior to photography, artists painted pictures of this point. The beautiful paintings of the falls drew many people to Yellowstone, even though it was a difficult journey.
Waterfall looks powerful and it's pretty noisy.
The waterfall plunges 308 feet, and the pool beneath it continues to deepen because of the soft rock underneath. Four days was just not enough time to spend in Yellowstone. There's so much to see there. Some of my favorite parts were the Lamar Valley with its wildlife, the Mammoth Hot Springs with the terraces and pools, and the bubbling mud pots. We just scratched the surface at this geological wonderland. Unfortunately, our time here is over and we have to hit the road. I'm gonna buffalo you again. What?
Smile.
So cool! Look, there's a huge one coming up. Ooh.